4 million years ago, long before cities, languages, or fire, Earth was a very different place. Africa, the cradle of humanity, was a vast and unpredictable land. Savannas stretched endlessly beneath a blazing sun. Towering mountains cast shadows over valleys filled with predators. And somewhere in this wild, merciless world, the ancestors of humankind struggled to survive. These were not humans, as we know them. They were ***, australopithecus afarensis, ***, one of the earliest known species of human ancestors. Small, fragile, and armed with nothing but instinct, they walked upright but still climbed trees to escape danger. Their world demanded strength, intelligence, and above all, adaptation. Each day began with risk. At dawn, the air was cool and filled with the scent of wet grass. But as the sun rose, the land turned harsh. Hunger was constant. Food wasn't found, it was fought for. These early humans foraged for roots, nuts, and fruits, scavenging what they could before larger animals arrived. Sometimes they followed vultures to find what predators had left behind: bits of meat, marrow, or bone fragments. Even the smallest meal could mean the difference between life and death. Water was another battle. Rivers were dangerous, home to crocodiles that could strike in silence. Yet, without water, the group could not survive. So they learned caution, approaching the river in groups, watching, waiting, listening for danger before taking a single sip. Their survival was built on observation, but nature was not their only enemy. The world was full of giants, saber-toothed cats, massive hyenas, and the towering ancestors of elephants and rhinos. A single encounter could end a life in seconds. To stay alive, early humans relied on one thing: unity. They lived in small groups, families bound by necessity. Mothers carried their young close to their chests, teaching them where to find food and how to hide from danger. The bond between them wasn't just emotional, it was evolutionary. Cooperation increased the chances of survival. When a storm swept across the plains, they huddled together for warmth beneath fallen trees or rocky shelters. When lightning struck, they watched, mesmerized by a force they didn't understand but instinctively feared. Nature was powerful, unpredictable, and relentless. And yet, every challenge shaped them. Every drought, every predator, every moment of hunger pushed evolution forward. Their legs grew stronger for walking long distances. Their eyes became sharper to spot danger. Their minds slowly began to think, plan, and remember. By night, the savannah turned cold. The cries of hyenas echoed through the darkness. Without fire, their only defense was height, the safety of trees. As they climbed to rest, they watched the stars, unaware that those tiny lights would one day guide their distant descendants across oceans and galaxies. These early humans were fragile, but they were also extraordinary. They lived without tools, without weapons, without language, and still they endured. Each sunrise was a victory. Each step forward, a small act of defiance against extinction. Over thousands of generations, nature continued to test them. Some perished, others adapted. Those who survived passed on their instincts, curiosity, caution, and cooperation. The building blocks of humanity, the story of australopithecus, afarensis is not just about survival, it's about the very beginning of what it means to be human. From them, we inherited more than just bones and DNA. We inherited resilience, the courage to face the unknown, the will to stand when everything else crawled, and the desire to understand the world around us. For 1,000,000 years ago, nature tested the limits of early humans, and they passed that test not with strength, but with adaptation, not with power, but with persistence. Their struggles carved the path that led to us, the modern humans who now stand where they once walked. The wind that touched their skin still moves across the same lands today. The rivers they feared still flow beneath the same sun. And somewhere, in the silence of ancient bones, buried deep beneath the soil, their story continues to whisper. Where we're higher, we survived. ***.